Alright, so today we're gonna check the AWEI TA1. So this is an ANC at around $30 to $40. The cheapest ANC that we're checking out here in this channel. And I did check out an AWEI before, and I was pleased with the value of the sound quality for the price that you're paying for. And this is an ANC, so really interesting how this will perform. And it's an ANC in this price range, worth it. We're gonna find out in this video. So it has AWEI True Wireless ANC function, earbuds with a charging case TA1, and you're getting that maybe AirPods-esque look to the TWS itself. Bluetooth 5.0, so very nice for the price. IPX4, a waterproof 320 milliamperes of battery. Battery protection IC ENC function as well, so some noise cancellation as they say. And you also have a 10mm dynamic driver unit, and also 20 to 20 kHz in frequency range. This is your unboxing experience, and actually for the box, it's not that bad overall, but this is your unboxing experience. So from the get-go, not the most premium unboxing experience. And of course, yes, big thanks to AWEI themselves for sending this over. Links down below for their shop. And inside you're getting USB-C. You're getting some additional tips as well, and you are getting that ANC right away, and plastic as well. So not the most premium unboxing experience here. And now this is the lobes itself. Alright, first impressions, this is definitely in the cheaper side of things. So it doesn't feel premium, and it feels light as well on the hand. AWEI as well, and you're getting that USB-C at the bottom with some button as well here. I'm looking at the insides, so the opening and closing, still in the cheaper side of things, not the most premium that I have felt. It does have some reinforcement though at the top, so that's a plus. So looking at the lobes itself, so it's a glossy plastic here, and yes, it does have some, at some angles it really looks like the AirPods Pro here. So the inspiration is uncanny for sure. You do have slightly different design with this bulge here, but the trims definitely looks like your maybe Apple AirPods. So it's a glossy plastic design as well. And because of that bulge here, it might be still comfortable to wear and stable to wear on the ear. So I actually like this bulge. It doesn't have some fins, so it's not as stable as your fins, but because of this bulge, it's still quite stable. So for some slight extraneous activities, this still can work. So yes, overall build quality, I would say it falls right in that price range, not the best build quality. To bring this road VideoMic Pro Plus, so this actually still has crispy sound quality for me. It doesn't have as much low end as the VideoMic Pro Plus, but it's still really good sound quality. So for the $100 range, actually maybe $80, this is really well worth the price that you're paying for. Great build quality as well, so yeah, great for run and gun. For the Rode VideoMic Pro Plus, so it has a really feature packed. You have a 20 dB pack. So this is now the mic test of the AWEI TA1. So usually when you have some stems, it can have better sound quality because they can beam the mic closer to your mouth. And now this is the mic test with some people talking in the background. How is the mic quality? There's some noise cancellation going on to make you hear my voice better. Let me know down in the comments below. Alright, so we are now wearing the AWEI TA1 on our ear, and actually very stable on the ear. So because of that bulges, so I can maybe do some minor extraneous activities, and this maybe some minor running. I think this will hold in place. It has an in-ear design as well, so it's quite stable to wear on the ear. Very snug. So this does remind me a lot of the AirPods Pro, almost the same in the wear on the ear on this. Comfort is just all right on this. I would say similar compared to your usual in-ears. In terms of isolation, without the ANC is actually not that good. So I can still hear a lot of my voice here. Alright, but with the ANC on, it blocks out most of the noise, and definitely works like a charm here. So frankly speaking, the ANC quality here is actually above average for me. So it's not the suffocating ANC feeling. So even if I'm not playing any music here, it's not that suffocating to listen to on the ear. So I'm pretty good in terms of the latency performance in this. Right now, let's try to have a first listen with maybe some Let's Groove, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Alright, so listening to the TA1, this is actually more of a bassy pair. So maybe this does remind me a lot of the QCYs in terms of the response. So this is a U-shaped sound on the ear with some bass elevation. So the bass here is maybe around 2 to 3 dB to 5 dB elevated in the mix. So definitely a really bassy pair here. Bass is also in the boomy side as well. And it does have some mid-bass bleed as well. But the bass is still quite quick in the mix. So it's not the overly boomy pair that I have listened to. But definitely as the bass is front and center in the mix. So if you're a bass head, actually this might work for you. But yeah, to be fair, the bass is not, again, overly done. It's not overly woomy. So it still has some quickness to the bass, which is good. So the vocal here is recessed in the mix. And that's quite small in the mix as well. So I would say this is not for vocal heads. So the bass is definitely more front and center in the mix here. And the vocal is also quite veiled in the mix. So it's not the most revealing vocal that I've heard. But yeah, this is more of a fun type of listen. More of a smooth type of listen. Soundstage is quite intimate in this, not the biggest that I've heard. Separation also average as well, because the bass is quite boomy in the mix. It's quite smooth in the mix. It's not that black and white. So we're now listening to some Dream Theater Pull Me Under. So the highs has some shimmer on top, but again, not the fullest bodied highs that I've heard. It has some thinness on top. So yeah, the cymbals is lacking a bit of body for me. Let's try some pop music. I Like Me Better by Love. Yeah, to be fair, yeah, the vocal here, it's a bit veiled in the mix, but the body is still pretty good overall. So yeah, I think for the target market of this, for more of a this is more of a consumer type of tuning, having that bass, having that more fun sound on the ear. This is quite decent in terms of the overall listen. Alright, so let's try to close this thing. So for the AWEI TA1, I was actually surprised with the overall performance of this. Firstly, I didn't expect that much because of the build quality. But after looking past the build quality and testing it, I was surprised by the overall performance. First, you're getting quite a likable sound. So it's not enthusiast grade tuning, but it's more of a consumer grade tuning. So a lot of people will just pick this up and be okay with the sound. You have ample bass at the bottom. The bass, is front and center in the mix. It's more of a smooth side of presentation, also V-shaped as well, with some fun. So it's a very lively musical type of listen, and a lot of people will just be okay with the sound here. And also the ANC works like a charm here. So I was actually surprised that the ANC, it's not the bad ANC, it's a pretty good ANC. And also the mic quality is decent as well. So even if we played some people talking in the background, there's some noise cancellation here. The buds itself canceled a bit of the people talking in the background, and you can hear more of my voice. And again, that's definitely surprising for me. And also we have a pretty good latency as well, so it's barely noticeable. It's definitely there, but you can still use this for some gaming as well. And of course, you're getting that AirPods-esque design. Still pretty stylish to look at. And for the price, for $30, I think it's well worth the price that you're paying for if you look at the overall performance in this. So maybe one of my issue is just the build quality here. So I'm not sure, it's not the most solid feeling build quality that I have checked here in the shell. So for longevity, that is my only issue for the AWEI. But I think if you can get good warranty in this, or if you have used AWEIs before and they didn't have any issues, this might be a good pick. So yeah, looking past the build quality issues, I'm just looking at the features itself and also the sound quality. I think this is a decent kit. For $30 for ANC, I would recommend it. It's a pretty good value ANC for me overall. But yes, if you're an enthusiast, you should look past this. This will be a bit too bassy for you and maybe lacking a bit of body on top. But for the rest of the people, this is pretty good. So of course, if you learned something, leave a like and subscribe for more content like this in the future. Thanks for watching, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next zpolt video. Goodbye.